Hi guys, I'm just making this video quick to help people spot a fake Shure product. I recently was looking for the PGX SM58s and started looking on eBay. One of them here, first of all, you can tell all three of them, they kind of look the same box-wise, but you'll see the differences pretty quickly as I go through them. This one here I got from a local musician friend that he's been using for quite some time. He just recently upgraded. This here was one I got off of eBay, and this one here I also got off of eBay. So I'm going to show you the differences between them where you can immediately tell which one is the fake. So here we go. Okay, the first thing I noticed was on the first two here, the ones that are the real ones, I noticed the thing that caught my attention right away is this foam was very intact and very one piece, like it didn't come separated. And the first thing that made me question immediately when I got this one is it was very thin and it like came apart quite easily and just felt very cheap compared to the other two here. I know that's not really some indicating sign of anything, but I do remember that being my first thing of, wow, this one just feels a lot cheaper. I'm going to start taking these out of the cases so you can get a much closer look here. Okay, I'm going to start with the most obvious piece of which you will be able to figure it out real quick on. That is the microphones themselves. At first glance, they all look pretty similar, as you can see. When you get close on them, the very first thing I noticed, and this may not matter, and maybe they made some version that did this, but it didn't seem like it. If you look here on the first one here, of which, by the way, I'm always going to go 1, 2, 3, real, fake. The first one here, you can see the mute button there, mute button there, and the third one has a very different looking mute button. So these two here together, you can definitely see the obvious difference. Alright, I'm going to disassemble all of these, so this will just take me a moment. Okay, so the first thing you may notice is, looking at these, it's pretty obvious that one of these is not like the other. This is a very cheap feeling looking one. These ones here have the, I'll show you the tops here. This is what you normally would expect to see, as I've seen on a lot of these wireless mics, even online. They have this circle thing, circle foam there. This one has like a plastic dot in the middle of it, of which it does say Shure on it. And from looking online, that sometimes seems like it could possibly be legitimate. They usually have initials on them, of which the initials don't matter, but there's usually always two initials. They say that's one way to spot a fake. Although on these particular microphones, they don't have this circle dot on them, period. So if you see this type of a top, then you already know that it's quite suspicious. Okay, I'm going to disassemble the second part of this now. Okay, for this part, one of the things that I'm going to show you that is very obvious once again is the inside of this. If you notice, it's got a green PCB board and three connectors here. There's 1, 2, and 3 down here on the bottom. So there's 3 of them, as you can see. And on this one too, you also see that. But on this one, it's a different colored PCB board, and there's only 2 connectors on here. 1, 2. So these wouldn't even screw on there properly, considering that these are 3-pin ones here. So that's another one of the glaring differences. But also on the bottom of these, you notice they're gold, and they're it's kind of hard to obviously know this on video, but they're rigid. You can feel the grooves in that, which these two have, and of which this one is silver, and it's all flat feeling. So that's another one of the big differences. is the way that the bottom of that looks. Alright, now I'm going to show you the actual receivers. I put them on top of each other so you could see the difference really easy. This top one here is a legitimate one, fake one. And I'll show you the difference. It'll be pretty obvious. As you can see here, these two here, where the numbers are like a smoky glass, where this one is a pure clear glass. I mean, it's really obvious that it's completely different. And there are other minor ones, like this red is more transparent than these two, but that's not as easy to see. But these are definitely very easy to see. But as you can see, the units themselves look very similar. Be pretty tough to tell. On the back side here, something that you'll notice is the colors of the strip here, or actually have really evolved it. These two here are white, and this one is blue. So in closing, I'm hoping this video helps somebody else be able to spot a fake. Like I said, these two look very much similar to the fake one, but there are subtle differences. And I don't even think the eBay seller was trying to sell me something wrong. He told me he bought it for his wife at a school, of which they may not notice the quality of something like this, like being cheap or anything like that. In my particular application, I would notice immediately, but I don't think they were trying to be fraudulent. I mean, even the guy on his eBay stuff, he had 100% positive feedback, 700 rating, of which in the last 12 months was 51 positive, 1 neutral. So I wouldn't have been able to tell. But one thing I could have told, as you may be able to see here, if I would have looked really close on here, these numbers here, that's pretty obvious that that looks way different than the actual ones, like I said, that were the legitimate ones. So anyway, one last thing is, make sure you do read the comments, because I want people to leave comments if they know I've got something wrong about the differences here. Some of these might be legitimate differences. Check the comments, and just, check around. Hopefully that will help you avoid getting a fake one off of eBay. I love eBay personally, not trying to say anything bad about it, but occasionally you can get something like this happening. So anyway, thanks for watching, and good luck eBaying.